we have some excitement. Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Vanderbilt and Aiden patrol the paint. LeBron James out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hachimura in at the 3. Well, 2 of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
And here's Minnesota now. Inside, Randall. The kick out to Edwards. Counted from distance.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
Doncic against Edwards. And Doncic with the jam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
Edwards against Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Edwards. He's got 5. Out to DiVincenzo. 5 to shoot. Vanderbilt pulls it in. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. James attacking. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
With his athletic ability, LeBron drives with purpose. He wants to put the D in a difficult position whenever he gets the chance.
Now here's Randall. Edwards for 3. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well,
throw it down! Wow!
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? DiVincenzo can't hit. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Vanderbilt, a screen on McDaniels. Pass to Vanderbilt. The shot, no good. McDaniels with some nice D. It's Edwards on the wing. Gobert with a screen on James. And here's Edwards outside. The offensive rebound. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
Here's Doncic. Up again. Vanderbilt out to James. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Here's Doncic, following the score by Minnesota. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. And out of bounds, the Lakers will take it. The Lakers trail. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, Coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and Coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. Brian, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
And just a desperate play all the way around.
Here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And Edwards slams it in.
The tenacity from Edwards. I mean, I love when he attacks the basket like that.
From deep, here's Doncic. Randall pulls down the board. The Timberwolves lead by 3. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Edwards can't hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Sure, they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Out to Hachimura. Launches it. Sends it home from three-point land.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Tie game in Los Angeles. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, you have to imagine they're feeling pretty confident the way things have gone.
But they can't afford to get complacent because of the early success. There is still a lot of basketball to be played.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Second quarter underway. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's Gobert in at the center position. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second-chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board. Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Pass to Hachimura. To the inside. DiVincenzo with the steal. Lets a floater go. And Ayton pulls it down.
The defense rarely made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
And it's Hachimura missing.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Outside Edwards. And it's Randall with the jam.
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Doncic down the lane. Oh, sweet move. And he was fouled while in the act of shoot. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Edwards a screen on Vanderbilt. Here's Randall, and it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season, but a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve and give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
It's James with the drive. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing from behind the arc. Down it goes. Edwards for 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. You look forward to working with someone like that. Back to you, Brian.
Has them bought in. Thanks much for the report, Allie. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 17-6 run. DiVincenzo driving for 3. Randall. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Yeah, as a shooter, Randall can be practically automatic. He gets the ball and immediately has a shot cooking.
Doncic's shot is good.
He took it right to the rack, and there's no one that can stop it.
Minnesota leading by 12. For 3, DiVincenzo. Drains the triple. DiVincenzo's got 7 now in this quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Vanderbilt, no good.
Even though it didn't go down, they'll take that shot every time.
Outside Edwards. Beyond the arc. Hachimura with a rebound.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Down low. Here's Ayton. Unable to get that one. Good D by Gobert. Minnesota has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. And the basket by Edwards.
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable of is special. I mean, we are seeing it on full display right now.
Hachimura with a screen on McDaniels. Out to James. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Minnesota. DiVincenzo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Edwards got it. Good job in the low post. Edwards got 20.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And so it's Minnesota up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back with you shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Vanderbilt and Ayton patrol the paint. Luka Doncic is out there with LeBron James. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5.
And when you think of LeBron, his competitive spirit is, to me, the first thing that comes to mind. All this guy wants to do is win all the time.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Koloko, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Kleba comes in for Vanderbilt. Connect checked in for Hachimura. And Reeves is subbed in for Luka Doncic. Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
Lakers trail by 20. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Smart's checked in. To the paint. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Oh, man, exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one. Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the game. That's good for Miller. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment are a lot easier said than done.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Gets the three to fall. Conley's got 5 points in the quarter.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Kleba's shot is off.
And that's a low percentage shot. And I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Reed for three. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
There's the steal. Conley looking for an opening. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Conley's got 7.
Now, this is just too easy for Conley. The D can't allow him to get this close to the basket.
Here's Reeves, and he converts the layup.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
The shot by Conley, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Here's Reed. Pass to Clark. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. And they pick up 2. Smart has got his first points in this one.
Good work inside from Smart. It's clear how confident he is close to the rim.
Stolen by Miller. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Reed. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Richard, it's hard to believe, but this is already LeBron's 8th season with the Lakers.
Yeah, surpassing his first 7 seasons with the Cavs. And look, this is his longest consecutive streak with one team, and he's got a championship to show for it.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you. The NBA studies other leagues. Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm a fan of what baseball did with the pitch clock and the size of bases, increasing the engagement and the entertainment value of the game. If they're able to make changes, certainly we shouldn't be afraid to do the same. EA, back to you.
Forward thinking. Allie, thank you. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Conley against Smart. Miller on the wing. Clark with the screen. Miller with it, guarded by Kleba. Here's Shannon. And it's off from 3-point range. And here's Smart. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And stolen by Clark. Pass to Shannon. From the arc. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Smart. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Look, that's going to happen when Smart gets in there with those trees. If you're a little too aggressive, things can happen.
Marcus Smart, 2 shots.
And so Smart nails them both. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Conley. He has 7. And he drives in. And the shot's good. Conley's got 9 points here in the second half.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And so it's Minnesota sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And the basket by Edwards. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
On target from range.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
The shot's good on the assist by James. Ayton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. To the middle. Gobert, no good. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. James, a screen on DiVincenzo. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's Doncic missing.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
McDaniels finds Edwards. Randall, a screen on Doncic. For 3, DiVincenzo. connects from downtown.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
And it's Hachimura missing. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Pass to Randall. Right side Edwards. There's the triple. And another three from Minnesota.
Well, Edwards can be so accurate, making shots look easy at times.
Hachimura from long range. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. For three, DiVincenzo. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Here's Doncic. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
And just a tenacious play by Doncic, driving right into the defense and drawing a foul while shooting.
Well, one of the many things that's impressive about Luka Doncic, he double clutches so well.
Right, and he even absorbs contact in the air, and somehow, some way, still has a very high field goal percentage. Luka, his game defies logic. Maybe Luka's logic.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by DiVincenzo. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's Doncic. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Anthony Edwards.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Pass to Gobert. Gobert is doubled. McDaniels from long range. And Ayton pulls it down. Now Los Angeles with it. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Edwards for three. Knocks down the long J. Edwards has got 34 points.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here to walk into. All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sport. And the starting group for the Spurs. Fox and Castle are their guards. Olynyk is out there with Wembanyama. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, the post pair form will be Vanderbilt and Ayton. LeBron James is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hachimura in at the 3, the small forward. And when you look at these teams on paper, there's a clear talent discrepancy.
Yeah, but Kevin, games aren't won on paper. And if you're the underdogs, most people have already written you off. So you go out and play free with no pressure and use all of that public doubt as motivation.
Now, here's Doncic. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And the fast hands from Fox on defense. He never lets up on the pressure. Really makes you work for the shot. That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Oh, and this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Greg, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message. The 3 for Doncic. Sinks the 3-pointer.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing 3rd in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
Here's Vassell. After Luka Doncic's bucket, Wembanyama, a screen on Hachimura. For 3, Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Marquis.
Here's Fox after Luka Doncic's bucket. Fox passes to Vassell. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist by Vassell.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
A nice shot by Doncic.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
He is a blur. I mean, Fox obviously skilled at breaking down the defense, coupled with his athleticism and size. Boy, he is a terror.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 11. Yep, that one goes in there.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Fox against LeBron. Olynyk in the corner. Wembanyama high post. Down low. Here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Vassell against LeBron. Out to Doncic. Makes it off the glass. Doncic has got 17.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, boy, he is almost unguardable.
And the rejection by James. Doncic looking it over. Pass to Ayton. Back to Doncic. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Lakers ahead, up. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And I like the fact also that they're the ones that have forced the action. They've created a lot of offense by just attacking the rim.
On the floor for San Antonio, filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. And Wembanyama is out there with Kelly Olynyk, and it's Fox in at the point guard position. Wembanyama against Vanderbilt. Wembanyama passes to Olynyk. Wembanyama. High over the top, Wembanyama.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
And Ayton throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Thanks, Kevin. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox, he said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. No good from LeBron. And it's the Spurs ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Fox with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And it's Vassell in the corner. Drives to the hoop. Rebound the Lakers. LeBron outside. Oh, he jams it right over Wembanyama.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He's a little extra on that one.
Wembanyama, a screen on LeBron. And he gets the bucket. Fox has got 16 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Doncic. Impressive work inside from Doncic.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
It's Fox with the drive. Good for his ninth make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Doncic outside. Closing in on 4 minutes play here in the second quarter.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league. Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving.
On the wing, Doncic. Castle covering. A three ball. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Fox passes to Vassell. That one falls. And it's a three-point Spurs lead. The Lakers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 also. Doncic. And the rejection by Wembanyama. James looking it over. And LeBron throws it down hard.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Yeah, Olynyk will roam around the perimeter hunting for three.
Doncic from deep three-point land. That doesn't go either for Doncic. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the Spurs. His production has been flowing as he's counting 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
An amazing stunt from your Pocket Bike Arena Entertainment.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
They got Maxi Kleber. Austin Reeves out there with Smart. Then it's Connect. And it's Koloko in at the 5, home in the paint. That's the Laker 5. And here's Harper from the arc. Drains the three-pointer. Harper's got the lead up to 5 now for San Antonio. And Mitch Johnson, Stan, now taking over full-time as head coach of the Spurs.
Well, look, Mitch Johnson's the son of an NBA player and a high-level point guard in college. He knows how to run a team and favors that pace and space style.
He takes it in. The Lakers with the rebound.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
And it's Sohan missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Reeves against Harper. For the tie. Connect with a wide open look. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And when you need a bucket from outside, Connect is your man.
Here's Harper with the drive. Got a piece of it. Pass to Koloko. Barnes grabs the miss. The Spurs have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker at the break.
Wow, Sohan just erupts off the floor for the dunk. A reminder of how athletic he is.
Now, Kleber. Pass to Connect. Kleber with a screen on Barnes. 5 on the clock. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Connects, got 8.
Not just a jump shooter. Connect is very capable of capitalizing inside.
Reeves against Harper. They set the pick. Now Cornette. And the shot goes down. Cornette's got his first points in this one. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could be without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
So good at reading the floor off the bounce and getting into the teeth of the defense.
On the wing, Reeves. Defended by Sohan. Pass to Koloko. Here's Smart. He's guarded by Johnson. Nice shot by Smart.
Going to work in the lane. Smart's tough in there.
Spurs have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Harper against Reeves. Harper, no good. The Lakers leading. Reeves outside. There's 39 seconds left to play in the third. Banked in off the glass. Reeves has got 6 points in the quarter.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Harper. Another miss by Harper. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. It's hauled in by Cornette.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Here's Reeves. The shot, no good. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Lakers. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Spurs, Fox and Castle are their guards. Olynyk is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Wembanyama in at the center position. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Doncic. Vanderbilt the pass to Doncic. Here's Hachimura. From outside off the mark. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Castle. LeBron with some nice D. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Doncic. Back to James from downtown. Los Angeles with another miss. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Fox goes in.
Yeah, when Fox gets into a rhythm, he is tough. Having himself a night.
LeBron, a screen on Castle. Here's Doncic. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got 0 quitting.
The wide open look here for Fox. A 3-pointer, no good. The Lakers trail. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Castle against Doncic. Kicks it out to James. Shot clock at 6. LeBron in the air and down hard.
Oh, stop.
Fox goes in. Off the glass.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see. Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch. A big moment for the big man. Wembanyama stepping up in a huge way.
Doncic against Castle. And they pick up the 2.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession in the game.
Fox, and the rejection by James. Here's Ayton. Oh, the dunk.
And that's a huge score by Ayton. His team needed it, and he delivered there.
Outside, Fox. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. And get the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
James. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. Spurs trail by 3. Wembanyama, a screen on Hachimura. Here is Wembanyama. Fires the three. The size, the shooting touch. Wembanyama is unreal.
Well, that's the leadership and clutch instinct they always want to see from Wembanyama.
Castle against Doncic. And the shot will go down.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Wembanyama cleared away by James. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's foul number 2 for him. A 2-point game. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Doncic against Castle.
What determined?
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated.
The rule number 4 stands.
Now, where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Wembanyama looking it over. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. And a big mental mistake as they get called for the timeout when they had none remaining. And they're going to pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
Yeah, major mental lapse there. He's got to know they're out of timeouts. Just a total unnecessary technical.
You're right, G.A. He won't live that one down easily. Not his proudest moment. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball. forward to this break, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Kelly Olynyk, and it's Fox in at the 1 spot.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Castle with it, defended by DiVincenzo.
Now that's how you finish with authority. Show them how it's done, young fella. Stephon Castle is a problem.
So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Here's Fox. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Wembanyama outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
And it's good. 2 points. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Wembanyama, a screen on McDaniel. And it's Fox with the jam.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league. Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving.
Now here's Edwards. Six on the shot clock. Driving in. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Here's Wembanyama, and he comes up with the deuce. Wembanyama has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here's McDaniel. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Here's Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Edwards. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Fox.
The size, reach, the bucket is right there for Victor inside.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. DB, no one has more Defensive Player of the Year awards than Rudy Gobert. 4 of them.
Well, with the 4, he is now tied with the great Dikembe Mutombo and the great Ben Wallace. Does he have another one in his sights?
Wembanyama with the bucket.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Wembanyama. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Wembanyama's got 11.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, what a dunk!
Out below! Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Now, here's Fox. 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. That one goes in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Misses the three. San Antonio trailing here. Shot, high post. Offensive rebound. Wembanyama. And he banks in the layup. He's got 13.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
DiVincenzo against Fox. Back to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Hits it from three-point range. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
On a nice first quarter of play, we've seen plenty of offense so far. Timberwolves lead by 2. And we'll get it going after... And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
And they've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Fox and Castle are their guards. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Vassell in at the 3. To the inside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Fox.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Randle a screen on Castle. Edwards dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I love that Rudy left no doubt. Show off that power, Rudy.
Wembanyama, a screen on McDaniel. Stolen by McDaniel. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That's in, coming off an assist from Randle.
Boy, he's been lights out. You want to talk about an efficient offensive game. Wow.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Wembanyama outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's DiVincenzo. That one good for 2. And it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Here's Fox. Julius Randle with the rebound.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession. And you know what? They've been on a nice run here and had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Here's Gobert, a second chance effort. Lays it up and banks it in. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Fox passes to Olynyk. Just 5 to shoot. And the shot clock expired. 24-second violation. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level, but you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Chalk up 2 there.
Boy, I love the confidence Julius Randle has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
Wembanyama, a screen on Edwards. Fox with it, now defended by Gobert. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on an 18-6 run. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And the basket by Castle.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Here's Edwards. Good defense by Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 15, and it's Vassell in the corner. 23 seconds left in the second quarter. Edwards against Castle. Here's Wembanyama. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Oh, tough rebound for the big fella, but that is his job, folks.
That'll do it for the first half. Minnesota on top. They lead by 13. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
And get ready for your pocket bite. Arena.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
They've got Miller. He's out there with Reed. Clark is out there with Conley. And it's Shannon in at the 2-guard spot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, when a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set. Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
There's the 3. A rebound by the Spurs.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Conley against Johnson. Doubled by Reed. In the corner, it's Cornette. Stolen by Conley. Here's Clark. Outside Conley. Reed with a screen for Conley. It's good from long range. Conley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Harper. Miller with the double team. Nobody near Barnes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Cornette. Reed with the defensive effort. And so Miller will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin. Conley gets the bucket.
Well, there's a certain level of quickness you've got to contend with. Mike Conley off the dribble drive.
Harper against Reed. There's a screen. Harper the pass to Barnes. Spurs passing it around. To the wing on the left. They swipe it. And they pick up 2. Spurs trail by 16. Cornette with it. No scoring in this one. Rebound, Minnesota. Outside Conley. Driving inside. It's hauled in by Cornette. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And that one hits back iron. Timberwolves leading by 16. Conley with the 3. Good on the triple. Conley's got 8.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch and shoot game. All right, Mike.
Harper against Conley. Looking to end the run. Back to Harper. Clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Cornette can't get it to go. Here's Shannon. Miller with a screen on Johnson. Here's Shannon. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for San Antonio. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Wembanyama's out there with Olynyk, and it's Fox in at the guard position. Castle against Edwards. That's a 2 from Randall. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Spurs trail by 17. Fox deciding where to go with it. Pass to Olynyk. Wembanyama against Gobert. They double team Wembanyama. Olynyk can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
DiVincenzo finds Gobert. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Wembanyama, a screen on Randall. Wembanyama high post. Gobert on him.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
DiVincenzo with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Wembanyama. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
And how about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Edwards against Fox. Fox is double. Here's Olynyk. Outside Vassell. For three. Gobert there for the rebound. Minnesota leading by 17. Now DiVincenzo. Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. And Randall throws it down.
That's Julius Randle in pick and roll action. He's decisive and having the skill set necessary to score it.
Wembanyama looking it over.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. The three for DiVincenzo. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got his sixth rebound on the night. Oh, what a play inside.
And the added strength coming into play for Vassell. Nice job scoring through the contact.
And that one misses. And you look at this Timberwolves roster, doors quite a spread as far as the ages of their top players.
Oh, Kevin, you've got a couple of guys who are absolutely on the back nine. You're really walking up the fairway of number 18. And then you've got Mr. McDaniels and Anthony Edwards, two guys in their early 20s. But this is the fascinating part. There's a runway left, and what do they do with it?
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Timberwolves.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Minnesota.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Free throw drops for DiVincenzo. And so DiVincenzo nails both of them. So it's the Spurs now. Now Fox. Stolen by McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the three ball.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Again, the miss by the Spurs. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 15-4 run. Now here's DiVincenzo. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate
talk coming in focused on the backcourts, Richard. Both teams have outstanding guard play.
Yeah, and that means we should see some creative offense. Expect good ball movement, but either team, when they have a chance to push it, they will.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. Vanderbilt and Ayton patrol the paint. Luka Doncic is out there with James. And it's Hachimura in at small forward. Edwards for three, rebounded by the Lakers. Vanderbilt with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Pass to Hachimura. From deep. Randall pulls down the board. And here's Minnesota now. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. As you might expect, we talked about the game plan for defending Luka Doncic. Coach stressed that they'll double team him often, saying, quote, we want him to feel challenged on every single shot. I don't want him to get exactly what he wants out there. Sounds like Luka should expect hands in his face at all times tonight. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Kicks it to Doncic. That one goes. Count it.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic.
Yeah, BA, he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
Doncic against Edwards. Out to James. About a minute and a half through the first quarter.
Getting that little bit of help, James calls for the pick and roll, shake up the defense, and find himself a quality look.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Randall a screen on Doncic. For three, DiVincenzo. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Doncic on the wing and stolen by Gobert. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Free throw good, Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Back to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Doncic with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Ayton, no good.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
And it's Randall with the jam.
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
And here's Doncic outside. Ooh, basket interference. Now the Timberwolves with it. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Pass to DiVincenzo. Sinks that one from the post. DiVincenzo's got 5.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. So LeBron will go to the free throw line. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
What I appreciate about LeBron is how much he loves being a leader. He knows how much his teammates count on him.
Now here's McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. McDaniels passes to Randall. Over Vanderbilt. Randall can't hit. Lakers trail by 7. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Doncic right side. And here's Minnesota now. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. As you know, acquiring a big man was a priority for the Lakers in the offseason, Greg.
And that became a glaring need as we saw in their first-round exit against Minnesota. But enter DeAndre Ayton, a definite upgrade, BA. And we know Luka is at his best alongside a rim-running center.
Now here's Edwards. Picked by Gobert. From downtown, Minnesota again missing. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 7. Inside, Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
With his length, Ayton can easily get to the rim. In fact, he almost makes it look too easy.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And it's Doncic missing.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's DiVincenzo. Uses the glass on the layup. DiVincenzo's got 7 points. DiVincenzo with a steal. Knocks down the triple.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
And the Lakers, looking at who they've got. Vanderbilt and Ayton patrol the paint. LeBron James out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hachimura in at the 3.
This is classic LeBron leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Edwards with it. Hachimura covering. Randall against Ayton. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul of the game. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Gobert no good. Lakers trail by 11. Ayton, a screen on DiVincenzo. Doncic passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Talk about perfect execution. Ayton on the same page with his man there.
DiVincenzo driving. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6. The Lakers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. James, a screen on Edwards. And here's Doncic outside. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
McDaniels from long range. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Hachimura with a screen on Edwards. Here's Doncic. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Edwards for 3. Drills it from deep. Edwards has got 9. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
They get the rebound. And not sure what he was thinking there. The Timberwolves lead by 14. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And one of the stronger finishers in this game, Anthony Edwards at his best.
It's Edwards on the wing. And he cranks it down right on top of DeAndre Ayton.
Oh my, Edwards looking to demoralize the defense a little with that one.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Brian, back to you.
Fills it up with the best. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Down low. Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
A deep 3. DiVincenzo can't hit.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
As always, Doncic attracts a lot of attention, makes a lot of tough shots with hands in his face.
And here's Edwards outside. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Lakers trail by 14. To the inside. Ayton passes to Doncic. Back to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Outside Edwards. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
McDaniels against Hachimura. James outside. Hey, it's James slamming it down.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by DiVincenzo.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
The three, James. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break up 12. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to that big lead. We'll be right back after this word. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We've got Naz Reid, Mike Conley out there with Miller, and it's Clark in at the three slot. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Reid, a screen on Reeves. And that one's good from Conley.
Showing off those instincts that make Conley such an offensive threat. Makes a good call and opts for the floater.
Outside Reeves. Kleba with a screen. There's the three. And Conley grabs the miss. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. They led by as many as 18. Reid, a screen on Reeves. Pass to Reid. A slam dunk by Reid.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And here's Reeves. No points yet. Here's Kleba. Three-pointer, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 14.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well. I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Lakers trail by 14. Pass to Koloko. Back to Reeves. This one for three. Knocks it down from distance. Reeves has got 5 points now this quarter.
You gotta respect the three-point shooting of Reeves. He can be dangerous from there.
Reid with it, picked up by Reeves. Reid in the post. The kick out to Conley. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Outside Reeves. Smart outside. Six to shoot. Kleba with a screen. Lets it go from the wing. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside Reid. Yep, count it. Reid's got his second basket of the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Richard, when you talk about Austin Reeves, this guy continues to defy expectations.
I I still can't believe he was an undrafted free agent. Not only does he score, he shoots an impressive percentage while doing it. It's just an incredible story.
It's good.
Minnesota foul. First team foul.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Outside Reeves. Miller pulls it in. The Timberwolves lead by 13. To the right side. Here's Conley. Pass to Shannon. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the left wing. Reed for 3. That shot off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Reeves with the ball. Picked up by Reed. Back to Reeves. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Offensive rebound. Outside Reed. Takes the 3. And Reeves pulls it down. Lakers trail by 13. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smart outside. Pass to Koloko. Reed with the rebound. And here's Clark for 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And the Lakers, looking at who they've got. Vanderbilt, Ayton patrol the paint. Luka Doncic is out there with LeBron James. And it's Hachimura in at the 3. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there.
First team foul. Substitution complete.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Luka on the attack.
And their offense tonight is Luka, Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
Randall, the pass to Edwards. The 3. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Lakers trail by 13. To the paint. Knocked away. Here's the break. DiVincenzo with it. Now Doncic defending. Los Angeles shooting efficiently. 50% so far. Vanderbilt, a screen on Randall. For 3, James. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to McDaniels. 3-pointer. Fires, hitting the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
Great awareness from Ant to locate his teammate for the score.
Doncic passes to James. Doncic on the wing, guarded by Edwards. 4 on the clock. Here's James, and it's James inside.
Just a master of the mid-range. Look, LeBron James, he knows how to get to his spots and knock down the shot.
Here's Randall. Now Doncic. The 9-foot shot. It's good.
Nice find from the big man, Ayton. I like watching this man scan the floor.
Randall with the drive. Jams it home.
This is legit showmanship right here. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the tomahawk there.
That's more than just getting 2 points. That was sending a clear message. And that's in.
Defense was all over Doncic, so he smartly uses a pick to get free to shoot. Vanderbilt against Edwards.
Rebounded by McDaniels. The Timberwolves lead by 12. Oh, the breakaway! Edwards gets it done on the run.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Oh, he can't connect from long distance. Driving to the...
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Oh, another highlight reel play from Anthony Edwards. Oh, this guy is fun.
Outside Vanderbilt. Flushes it down with both hands.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Edwards into the lane. Oh, a matching slam. Back and forth they go.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Timberwolves.
They looked to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And what a huge performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Vanderbilt up again. Cleared away by Edwards. McDaniels outside. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Doncic. The 3 is off.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Outside DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards. Shakes him. And there's the layup. Good.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Grant.
is a game we always look forward to. A pair of conference rivals going head-to-head, toe-to-toe. It should be a beauty.
Well, Kevin, you know, this is the NBA at its best. No need to hype this one up. This matchup provides its own hype, and you can hear the fans are as hyped up as we are.
And now the Lakers starting group. The post pair form will be Vanderbilt and Ayton. Luka Doncic out there with LeBron James, and it's Hachimura in at the 3.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Boy, Fox is so quick off the floor.
Here's Doncic. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. And Wembanyama outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
The putback. Here's Ayton. Ayton a screen on Fox. Shot clock at 5. Bucket is good.
Understanding how to burn the defense in those sets. Hachimura doesn't rush anything. Lets the play develop naturally.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And it's Ayton missing. The Spurs have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside, Fox. And the Spurs scoring again.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Doncic passes to Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Here's Fox. Here he goes. And that one, good. Fox has got 10 points in the game.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league. Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving.
And here's Doncic from the arc. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Hachimura against Vassell. Master Olynyk. 6 to shoot. Vassell against Hachimura. Vassell, no good.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Luka Doncic has studied LeBron James' game for a long time, and now they're teammates. Luka said, "It's a dream come true. I always look up to him. I think we both make our teams better. Our IQ is very high. Just having 2 guys like that on the court helps the whole team out." Back to you.
Quite a tandem. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it. And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
A nice shot by Doncic.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Fox feeling it out a bit. And it's Fox with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Doncic passes to Vanderbilt. Off with the layup. Vanderbilt with the block. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in control with the night. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left. Oh, LeBron does it again.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. Just a little extra on that one.
Doncic with it. And the layup is good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
Here's Hayton. San Antonio with the rebound. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Gasol against Doncic. Going inside. Outside for Wembanyama. Pass to Vassell. From outside the arc. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. And GA, you know some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
And that one falls for Vassell.
Well, when you watch Vassell, it's easy to see why scoring comes so natural to him.
And he nails the third. Lakers trail by 10. Doncic from deep three-point land. The quick look, no good that time. Here's Castle. And that one is stuffed right through.
Smart bucket by Castle. Get out and run.
Doncic against Castle. Can they get it? Whoa! Strong finish by Doncic.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
The wide open look here for Fox. No good from outside.
That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up empty.
And Fox with a clear path to the basket.
You have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
Doncic outside.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Vanderbilt. Pass to Doncic. Tries again. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. A rebound by the Lakers.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Offensive rebound. No good that time. Spurs leading by 12. Doncic looking it over. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night. I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
There's 45 seconds left now here in the second. Wembanyama, a screen on Hachimura. From deep. Wembanyama, big man
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Doncic kicks to Hachimura. Fires the three. Vassell grabs the board. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Wembanyama outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's San Antonio with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Smart. Actually, Cleveland is out there with Dalton Connect. Then it's Austin Reed. And it's Koloko in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Harper against Reeves. This one for three. Harper, no good. Lakers trail by 20. From past the arc. And again, no good by the Lakers.
First personal foul. First team foul.
San Antonio's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Smart. That one goes. Count it. Smart's got his first basket.
Going to work in the lane. Smart's tough in there.
Barnes sets a screen for Harper. And there's the call on Dylan Harper. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Lakers trail by 18. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra.
And Harper slams it in.
The strength of this rookie, Harper, getting to the rim.
Here's Reeves. Lays it up off the glass. Reeves has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Harper. Pass to Cornette. Here's Champagnie. Barnes looking around. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here.
Well, that's a smart pass in close quarter.
And Barnes comes to help. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. The Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Guys?
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Harper against Reeves. Rebounded by the Spurs. Cornette's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Stolen by Connect. A shot by Kleba, wide open. No good on the triple. San Antonio leading by 19 points. And here's Harper from the arc. Kleba with the rebound. They set the pick. Inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Harper.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Lakers have shot just one free throw. Earlier, 1-for-1 in the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
San Antonio's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's his first foul in the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Johnson. And the layup falls. And the Spurs lead by 20.
Well, we know Johnson can beat you from the perimeter, but there he is working inside.
And here's Reeves outside. Rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up to San Antonio. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. Here's Harper. The kick out to Barnes. They set the pick. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the middle. Here's Koloko.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lakers trail by 18. Pass to Koloko. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Koloko's got 5 points so far.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
And here's Harper from the arc. And so it's San Antonio with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 6. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. And Benyama's out there with Kelly Olynyk, and it's Fox in at the 1. That's the San Antonio 5. And for the Lakers, they're shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. James. Oh, man!
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Vanderbilt the pass to Ayton. Ayton a screen on Castle. Doncic finds Ayton. And the rejection by Wembanyama. It's up a 3. Vassell, no good. Lakers trail by 14. James with a powerful jam.
Well, offensively, he's doing his best to keep them in this game. But they might need someone else to step up as well.
It's Fox with the drive.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Fox kicks to Olynyk. Castle against Doncic. Olynyk sets a screen for Castle. 5 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. Lakers trail by 14. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Hachimura. Offensive rebound. That shot misses. San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Slams down the alley-oop.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Here's Fox. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Cleared away by Ayton. Lakers trail by 14. And it's Vassell with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Doncic powers it home.
From ultra close range, Doncic.
On the wing, Fox. James defending.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
James against Fox. Here is Wembanyama. Does not go. The Lakers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field.
He's got a good handle, excellent body control. Doncic is a threat to pull up from anywhere.
Fox against LeBron. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Raises up. Vanderbilt rips down the board.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time. If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
James against Fox, and there's the dunk.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Spurs.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for De'Aaron Fox.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Now, Olynyk. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. A three-pointer. Good.
And they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Here's Hachimura. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing.
teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. Vassell against McDaniels. Vassell passes to Wembanyama. That three's off the mark. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Back to you.
Allie, thank you. When you watch the Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
The Timberwolves making it to their second straight Western Conference Finals last year, Clark.
Yeah, you know, what impressed me the most, I think, was making it last year as a 6th seed. Gelling down the stretch of the season. They struggled for a good part of the season, but the last third or so of the season, they really came together. Just did not have quite enough to make it to the final.
And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Randall, a screen on Castle. Outside for Randall. For 3. They get it back. Gobert. Outside McDaniels. And he dunks it down.
McDaniels going upstairs with an athletic move.
Edwards against Fox. Outside Wembanyama. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randall with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Here's Edwards. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact for the hoop and the harm.
Minnesota shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
Tipped. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Vassell. No good from outside. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. The 3 from Wembanyama. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards looking for an opening. 1:51 left in the first. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
Castle against DiVincenzo. Wembanyama screen. Here's Castle. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up, and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
Here's Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Randall on the screen. Here's DiVincenzo. Wembanyama with some nice D.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
Randall against Vassell. The 3 is up. Nails it from beyond the arc.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
40 seconds left in the first quarter. DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Castle. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Vassell passes to Wembanyama. And stolen by Edwards. And they're on the break. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by Gobert. And it's 6 points now in the game for Jaden McDaniels. Fox deciding where to go with it. Outside for Wembanyama. Off target with the three. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's Minnesota up 3. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Fox in at the 1 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Guys, back to you.
He's taken over. Okay, Allie, good stuff.
Yeah, I love how Fox uses that wiry frame of his. He's eel-like in his ability to get to spots he wants to get to. He's always under control despite playing at a high rate of speed.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
An area of the floor where Jaden McDaniels really excels. Defense.
Yeah, he's a strong perimeter defender. He's got great length, good anticipation, and he's competitive. I mean, those are the things that allow him to shut guys down on occasion.
Here's Randall. Soft touch off the glass.
Boy, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randall, so good at finishing inside.
Olynyk. Outside Wembanyama. Fox against Edwards. Fox outside. Edwards pulls it in. Minnesota leading by 5. Outside McDaniels. 4-3. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make 3. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Outside for Wembanyama. Wow! Victor takes it to him inside.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Fox against DiVincenzo. Fox outside. Olynyk with a screen on Randall. Outside for Wembanyama. Vassell against McDaniels. Here's Wembanyama. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight to the middle. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randall with power.
Castle on the wing. Jacks up a 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Randall outside. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Gobert with a screen on Castle. Edwards for 3. The triple hits for Edwards. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 14-4 run. Fox, the pass to Olynyk. Back to Fox. Fox, aggressive.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome, absolutely awesome, getting good positioning close to the basket.
Pass to Gobert. And here's McDaniels. Here's DiVincenzo. Randall, a screen on Fox. DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Gliding to the rim, Victor Wembanyama.
And part of what makes Wembanyama so dangerous, a big guy who can push the pace.
Edwards is doubled. Pass to DiVincenzo. He takes it in. Back to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in the game. It's Fox with a drive. And it's blocked by Edwards.
Yeah, good anticipation helps Edwards see the shot forming. Then his speed gets him there for the block.
Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. On the wing, Vassell shoots over DiVincenzo. And Vassell, the bucket, on the assist by Castle.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. One of the stories here, Jaden McDaniels getting it done today.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the court for Minnesota, we've got Naz Reid. Miller is out there with Mike Conley. And it's Clark in at the 3. And it's good. 2 points. Shannon's got his first bucket in this one.
Love the pass from Reed that time. These guys love playing with him.
And the Wolves still seeking their first title, Clark.
Yep, the Lakers won 5 championships when they played in Minneapolis, BA, way in the day. The Timberwolves joined the league in 1989, and they're still trying to bring another basketball title to the city.
Now here's Conley. Tight defense on him. And there's the foul. It's on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Shannon. Going inside. And he jams it home with authority.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Harper passes to Cornette. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Miller finds Clark. Reed in the post. No points so far. A slam dunk by Reed.
Once Reed saw he had room, he went right up with authority.
Here's Harper. Outside Barnes. Hits a three-pointer. Barnes has got his first 3 points of the game.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's Shannon. Cornette defending. Yes, it's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Harper. Takes it inside. Reed with the rebound.
Uh-oh. Changed his mind on the way up and tricked himself.
Spurs foul. Harper. First personal foul. Second team foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Clark. Here's the floater. And it's good on the layup.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Here's Harper. He's guarded by Conley. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's the three. Drops in the three. Conley's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Harper passes to Johnson. San Antonio moving the ball around. Johnson on the wing. Pass to Champagnie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cornet. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
Conley goes in. Snatched away. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Nice seeing Barnes go for that dunk. Always looking to finish with power at the rim. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Over to the wing. Here's Shannon. No good on the triple. Spurs trail by 16. The kick out to Johnson. Cornet sets a screen. The three. And Johnson is good for three. Johnson's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. The Timberwolves have gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. Conley passes to Reed. Back to Conley. Reed sets a screen. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Minnesota in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Devin Vassell, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5. That's the San Antonio 5.
For Vassell to really make an impact, that's what he has to do. Initiate the offense.
Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Down low. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. 8 points for Victor Wembanyama.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Just such a terrific dunker.
And born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Here's Edwards cutting inside, and Edwards slams it in.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
And Castle with the basket on the assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist in this one. Here's DiVincenzo. And he gets that one. DiVincenzo's got his first points of the game.
DiVincenzo with the nice touch on the inside shot. Boy, he really knows how to make it work at close range.
Olynyk finds Castle. And here's Wembanyama. DiVincenzo covering. Here's Castle. Olynyk. Randall rips down the board. The Timberwolves lead by 13. Now Edwards. It's tipped. They double Randall. Wembanyama rips down the board.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
DiVincenzo. Yes, sir!
DiVincenzo showing a lot of heart and strength, taking the foul and still getting the shot to go.
And for all the optimism, Grant, the Spurs having to navigate some tough seas with health challenges.
Yeah, the legendary Greg Popovich moving to a front office role. Then Wemby suffering a blood clot too. Some trying times, but this team's foundation of togetherness has helped.
Here's McDaniels. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Book it! It goes!
A guy who wants to make a big impact. McDaniels is just going off.
Fox fires! Oh, off target from downtown. Minnesota leading by 15. Now here's Edwards. Oh, no good on the layup.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
And he racks up two.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
Now McDaniels. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Timberwolves.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Anthony Edwards.
I'll tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Book it!
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Fox outside. And he nails it! Outside Edwards. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside DiVincenzo. Randall is screen on Fox. DiVincenzo, the three ball is down.
And guys, that's gotta be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
DiVincenzo with a steal. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Exceptional effort on the road.